Salam sejahtera guys. Welcome to Dive Law. I am Adam. As you guys can see, we are not in our actual studio today. We are at Tioman Island.
Yes, so I am Dicky. As you all know, today we have a special guest, and our special guest is a city boy who ends up choosing this career and living the life of an instructor living on the island. Yeah, and without further ado, we would like to introduce to you Shaiful Azwan.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, Shaiful, aka Bong. What are we going to be talking about today?
Well, basically, we are sort of like interviewing Bong to ask him about his life on the island as an instructor.
All right.
So, Bong, let's begin by introducing yourself to the listeners.
Please be soft, you both. Okay. Not too harsh on the question. Hi guys, I'm Shaiful Azwan, 33 years old. People around here, they used to call me Bong. On this island for almost 2 seasons.
So, Bong, tell me, how do you get into scuba diving?
It started on 2018. My mom, she went out from the house. She bring a mesh bag. Okay, in the mesh bag, dalam mesh bag tu, there's a Mares red fin, Quattro. And then I asked her, where do you go with this fin? You cannot swim. Oh, I'm going to the pool. And then I said to her, why don't you bring me? Because it's a healthy activity. I want to follow. So I love to swim. She asked me to drive her to the pool. She go for diving. She's on her open water course. I enrolled myself for the SD. I got hooked up. There you go. I'm enrolled into scuba diving. I'm a diver.
Basically inspired
My mom, yes.
go for scuba diving. But initially, what makes you want to follow her?
Because that time I was doing nothing. I was at home all the time and then spending a lot of money into things that not necessary for you to do.
So the normal thing that the teenage does
Yes,
lah.
exactly.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Right, wasting money. And then I've been thinking on why don't I do something or invest something into a sport? Because I'm a sport man. I used to play football, but then I got ACL. I cannot play anymore. I got ACL twice. And
Sports injury.
yes, I still want to do sports.
You did discover scuba.
Yeah, start with Discover
So
Scuba.
DSD, Discover
DSD.
Scuba Diving.
Yes.
You enrolled in one of these, and then ever since that, you got hooked into diving.
Yes, correct.
What exactly that made you get hooked into diving?
The feeling of you breathing underwater, it's only you and yourself. There's no distraction, and then all those noise in your head. It's a therapy actually when you get into the water.
Alright, so diving became a therapy for you.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to dive every day back in the city. Even I don't have the certification, I will go to the dive center. I ask them, please bring me. Okay, now I'm a master scuba diver trainer, which is MSDT in short.
That is your career now. What makes you choose to become a scuba diver instructor?
From my personal view, I prefer more on self-performance job, which is not in a working as a
desk job?
Desk job, office environment. You don't like that?
I don't like that. For example, you work in an office job, you get increment by your hayat yang you bekerja, tapi bukan daripada your level of certification. Like in diving, it challenged me. If I want to get higher pay or higher level, I need to
Improve yourself.
Get onto
Yes. Another rating. Okay.
Yes.
So the higher certification get, more money that you are probably going to earn.
It depends on how you sell yourself. That is the challenge part of being a scuba instructor. You need to market yourself. When I'm a dive master, I do my dive master in Tangle Island. So in East Coast dive site or the environment is a challenging dive site. Why? Because the dive site over there, everything is drift dive site with high currents and stuff. During my dive master, I already teach them how to do safe diving, be more cautious on the dive site and stuff. So I love teaching. I have a son. I love to mold a person to become like me. I want them to dive like me. That's how it started.
To nurture and to mentor.
Yes.
So hopefully one day you'll be able to teach your
my
son
son. Yes.
how to scuba
That is
dive.
the hope.
I've got 5 kids.
The legend.
Beautiful kids, 2 daughters and 3 sons. The first 3 are already a certified diver. Well, it started off by my father and my mentors. Then eventually, when I grew into a higher rating, all of that was partly due to being inspired by my child. I think a lot of parents will be in the same scenario. Get inspired, you want to move forward, you want to move outward due to the fact that you want to provide your children. But tell us more about the experience, the journey. How did you went into becoming an instructor? Is there anyone inspired you? Some of us have been in the industry for so long, they never get into becoming an instructor. But there are also people who, right from the start, when they did open water, they know that, okay, this is something that I want to do because this person shows me things that I'm searching in life that I want, and then eventually I want to be like him. What was the journey and what was the factor that influenced you?
For pushing me to be instructor, to be honest, there is none. But then it's because of my son. I know that there is junior dive master, we have junior open water. So my vision is I want to develop my son to become the youngest dive master, to be a junior dive master. Bila dah lepas 18, I want to develop him to become my assistant instructor. So my assistant, my wingman,
Your son?
Is my son.
Okay, and how old is he now?
Now he is 7.
He is 7.
Yes, 7.
What is his name, if you don't mind me asking?
Karim Abdul Matin.
Karim Abdul Matin
Yes.
bin Shaiful Azwan.
Yes,
So at some point, if you get to listen to this podcast, your interest in becoming or following the footsteps of your father here, he pours so much, and his interest is in getting you in close to him and wanting to do the same thing as he is. If this is what you want to do, if this is what you can consider, you would consider, there you go. You already have someone who can really guide you.
That is the main reason. If I do something, normally I'll do research. What can I do? And then if I start this, where do I go? Can see that one day I want him to be my assistant. No time wasting. I did my open water combo with advanced. On the go. I don't waste time. Just log my dives. I spend more time on dive master. Proceed to do my instructor.
So before this, have you had experience working elsewhere?
Yes, I do. In Tangle Island for a season. For freelancing, I do underwater videography for one event, which is in Langkawi, the event called Arca Dasar Laut.
Sebelum you started diving, what was your career?
Before I started diving, I was a third engineer on a ship.
Oh, there you go. A third engineer.
Engineer on
left
ship.
the industry to be in
Diving
the
instructor.
diving industry.
Surprise.
So I guess that tells a lot about the industry itself.
What is the third engine?
What is a third engineer? Okay, I was an engineer on a supply vessel. All the machineries on a ship is under my supervision. Auxiliary engine, the main engine, electricals, so all under my supervision. On measuring the oil that we bring for platforms, fresh water, all the calculation, I will do it.
Okay, interesting. So you sail a lot.
Korek ah, don't korek ah. Don't korek ah.
Well, we want the audience to know a little bit about you, and if this might be similar to what they are right now, and then if they are thinking of a career change ataupun I've done this and what else? What can I do? Maybe this could be something to influence them or to help them with that idea. We want to know more. I think if you can share as much as you can, your experience in being an instructor. So we want to know the lifestyle of an instructor. Macam mana kehidupan seorang instructor tu? Harian dia macam mana?
Okay, if I have students, normally I will start my class at 8 and then finish 8 to 5 still in a workplace where you enjoy your workplace, right? Even my student pun akan cakap, wah, you a morning person We don't want to waste time. Sebab diorang datang untuk 4 hari, they have 4 days to do their courses. While doing courses, they want to enjoy. So, kita tak nak press diorang on time wasting. I spend most of my time with my students. Itu kalau ada students. If I don't have student, free day, I will wake up late, go for a walk, or maybe pergi coffee dekat dive center sebelah. It depends. I akan pergi ke TK, cari buah, to find fruits. Dekat island, benda tu yang paling susah you nak dapat. Buah, essential yang macam tu. Itu adalah nikmat-nikmat yang ada dekat island. We have the view but not the food like you guys.
Like people who are in the city, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will spend most of the time with myself. because this is where I found home, right? It's a feeling. It's not a place. It's a feeling.
Do you keep yourself connected to the outside world? You are on an island. How do you keep yourself sane? How do you how do you keep track or keep up to date with the current happenings around the world ataupun in the country itself, or with your friends, family and loved ones? Ada ke internet ni kat pulau ni? You know, those are the things. Those are sometimes the small things that people want to know, especially the generation sekarang ni.
Okay.
They cannot get away off the phone. So
Understand?
if this is who they are, we want to see if diving career is still relevant to them, or will it be interesting to these new generations? And then what are the things, the limitations or disadvantage of being on the island?
You need to know why you on island. That is one. Telephone line ada.
Adalah.
On some island je tak ada. Macam Tenggol tak ada.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. 8 malam dah tidur.
Alright.
8 malam dah tidur. Pulau Tioman ada. Kami dekat sini mewah taklah sangat. Tapi we can make things to keep you sane. Kita ada kita akan contact sebab ada phone line. We keep ourselves update by googling, by news kan, TikTok contohnya.
Tapi shopping mall tak ada, wayang tak ada. Ada ke ni semua ni kat pulau ni? And then you cakap tadi keep the bond something like that.
Yeah.
You still, tapi 24 jam you jumpa sama. Tak fed up ke? Yes, the island is big. Some islands are big, some islands are small, right? You know everybody because of the nature of work. You tengok orang yang sama tiap-tiap hari, you spend time with them tiap-tiap hari, takkan tak boring kot. Takkan 24 jam 24/7 you're spending with the same people. That is how you keep you sane. So tell us more, apa dia yang you buat this outside of teaching, and how do you mingle with your co-workers ataupun all that kind of stuff?
Akhirnya terbalik kot. How I mingle with my co-worker, kita bersembang pasal our students. Tapi if I want to know about outside world, sebab my student is from many countries, from outside world.
Okay.
Daripada luar negara, from France, from Germans. That is how I know their cultures, what's happening. Macam contoh isu sekarang ni kan, macam Palestin kan. Saya tak dapat nak follow up sangat. Dengan coworker kita bersembang pasal kerja, tapi dengan students kita bersembang pasal luar, pasal lifestyle, with some other things. Maybe because of that, saya senang masuk dengan student, and student pun senang dengan saya. Kita orang tak press on the training sangat. Kita ada mix of social and training. Okay. Macam shopping mall Abang Diki tanya tadi, kita ada shopping mall kita ada Shopee.
Ada Shopee
Kita ada Shopee.
So your shopping mall is even bigger than us on the island.
Yes.
You got
whatever you want.
Faham. Okay, alright. So there you go, guys. It's not all that boring to live on the island.
Yes.
And being an instructor is actually enjoyable. You only know if you are in the industry. You only know if you become one. We are trying to give as much information as we can to the listeners out there. Adam, do you have anything else that you want to ask?
He did mention that there are a lot of kinds of people that you meet on the island. People want different things. I no longer like to live in the city. I want to come to the island. I want to be disconnected. For instance, social medias and the internet. Naturally, when we come here to the island, I actually seldom look at my phone.
Exactly.
When I'm at the city, I will be on my phone until 3 o'clock in the morning in bed, and I'm not sleeping. But here on the island, I hardly look at my phone. There are a lot of other more interesting things on the island. It's a lifestyle that is more peaceful. It's also a good place for you to detox from the internet, from whatever that is not good for you. Because naturally, when you go to a different place like the island, you tend to be different. So I think it's a good reset for a lot of people, not only career-wise. Of course, working on the island and working at the city is two different things. There's job indoor, but when you're on the island, most of the time you are outdoor. Regardless of what work that you do, mostly it's just outdoor work. So for those who actually long for a change, want
or
a career
trying to
change,
find balance at work as well.
work-life balance, that's correct. You want like a 360-degree change from your career. You no longer want a desk job. You don't want to sit down every day looking at your screen. Come to the island. Become a dive instructor. if you don't want to become an instructor, you can be a dive master. I mean, there are a lot of types of work that you can find on the island, especially in Tioman, be in the dive industry. You do what you love, get paid for it. If you do what you like, you are not working day in your life.
Yes.
So scuba diving is one of the job that gives you this.
Not only that, you know, if you have a 9 to 5 job and you think you want to give this a try, you can also do it as a side gig. You can try it out, be a freelance dive pro, be a dive master, instructor, whatsoever. Yeah, you can still, you know, I'm tired of desk job. I want to change a little bit, reset. Like what Adam said, we can reset. Take a few days, go to the island and, you know, just go to the dive center. It's almost like a second home, and you just do 3-4 days of working as a dive pro, and then you have a clear mindset back again, and off you go back to the office, you know.
Yes.
These are the perks that dive pro has, or diving industry can offer.
That's why I'm here actually. When I'm in the city, okay, bila I kerja, starting from 9 to 5 tu kita dah fikir, aduh lagi 4 jam nak balik. When you start to think like that, meaning you're
burn out already lah.
Yes, you start to burn out. Okay, bila you dah count your working hours, alamak lagi 5 jam nak balik. You dah start fikir macam tu, you dah tak ada hati dekat kerja. You kena sayang your work. You have to work wholeheartedly. You tak sabar untuk kerja, so that work will sayang you.
More fulfilling.
Yes, you punya kerja tu akan lagi berkat, hati pun senang. Sebab kita kerja, kita nak hati kita senang je. Sebenarnya pergi kerja pun senyum, dengan student pun seronok, benda macam tu. Bila kita dah kerja dalam keadaan terpaksa, itu yang kerja jadi teruk.
Tapi maybe the listeners nak tahu, sama je apa Bong, you kerja kat sana pejabat, you kerja dekat pulau pun you kerja juga. So apa yang beza sangat ni? Kenapa dekat pulau we can get burnout? Kenapa kat pulau we can feel like that? That was the career that we chose. You know, people go to higher learning, study and so on, and to get high paying job. Then they have that kind of feeling. Now they listen to you and they say, oh, when you do dive pro, you don't have all of this. You tak pernah tengok jam. You don't even know what the time is.
Yes.
What day it is kadang-kadang, you know, because you just so happy doing that work. You're not even bothered of the time or the day. I mean, if that is a positive thing. So apa yang membezakan tu? Give an example, you know, sebab orang kat sana mungkin cakap, apa you cakap ni? Sama je lah, takkan lah, itu pun kerja apa kan? So apa beza dia? Macam mana?
Kalau saya jadi seronok. Student saya varieties, daripada open water, advanced, rescue. Bila saya mengajar orang, contoh macam kalian yang tengah tengok ni, you guys know how to swim, but then this is your first time on putting a BCD and all the equipments on your body. You turun dalam air, that is your first time kan. For me to mold you guys, dia jadi challenge tau untuk diri I. Setiap manusia tu challenge dia lain-lain. Each of my student, ada yang kaki kiri tak boleh nak straight lah, kaki kanan je boleh straight kan. Ada tiba-tiba air
nak kena pakai brace.
aduh macam-macam sangat.
Okay.
Every day is a new challenge for me. Itu yang dia tak jadi boring.
Alright.
Like
so because of the challenge.
Yes.
Walaupun benda yang sama tetapi very dynamic lah. So hari ni experience yang lain. Betul. Even setiap jam experience yang lain. Orang ni lain, orang tu lain. You're always doing
new challenge.
Same thing but it has got a different.
That is the exciting part of teaching.
Can you tell us like some of the example of the challenges you face?
If you ask other instructor, definitely they don't like to teach open water. Tapi kalau tanya saya, open water paling shock sekali. Sebab I'm teaching a student yang macam baru lepas lahir. Budak kecil baru lepas lahir. They don't know anything about diving, about breathing underwater. It's a totally different thing. Kita sebagai contoh mak bapak dorang, pengajar or mentor, kita mold dia to how to put on your equipment, assemble, benda-benda macam tu tau. So bila dia jadi seronok dekat saya, bila saya turun, saya tengok dia jauh kan, dia buat benda tu sendiri, and benda tu semua teratur je. You can differentiate between others. Senior instructor kat sini pun tahu lah, Bong, your student tu, dia tahu lah, dia tengok setup dia dah tahu student saya. Benda tu yang seronok kat saya, yang terpaling seronok ajar.
Paling susah nak ajar apa?
Paling susah nak ajar, the challenges of new student is advanced, because dorang rasa dorang dah pandai in everything. Kita dah set dorang punya timetable, first dive what you should do, Dia rasa dia dah pandai, dia buat timetable sendiri. Okay, I want to do this, Kita dah set untuk dia punya timing balik, timing dah habis. Tapi dia buat macam tu lah.
Customer is always right.
That's why. That is why.
Well, we are in the service industry.
Yes.
So we need to meet, if not exceed, our customers' expectation.
Yeah.
And selalunya bila you are buying something and you're paying, you will
exactly.
definitely expect the best lah. And I agree to what you say. Sometimes they think that they know what they want, but in the actual fact, kadang-kadang, they need a little bit more of guidance. They need to be didorong pada something different. That is your only challenge, ataupun ada challenge lain?
Challenge lain is to be instructor. Of course, see a good instructor as their competition. I don't agree with that because we work in the same place. That thing shouldn't be, tak perlu ada dalam setiap diri seseorang. Contoh macam Abang Diki, hebat kan?
Alamak, Masya Allah.
Okay, Abang Diki memang hebat. Abang Diki is my course director. Okay. Okay. So saya tengok Abang Diki sebagai satu threat to my work.
Red.
Yes.
Wow, that's a big word, Adam.
Yeah, it's a competition. Supposedly not. Okay, why? Kita tahu dia bagus. We go to him. We ask, okay, kenapa? Macam, what is your secret? I think all the positive comments and stuff, kan? We share. Kerja bukan individual. We work in a company. That is the only threat lah. Not threat, challenge for me.
Challenge.
If you come to me and ask, I don't mind to share. Keep it clean je.
Yelah, tapi I mean, we know kan sifat manusia dia ada macam-macam. So we also cannot take it too hard lah. Kadang-kadang
it's a challenge.
It's a challenge, and how people take the challenge berbeza kan.
Yeah, betul. So, no hard feelings. I just enjoy my work.
Communication wise, you cakap tadi you ada ramai orang daripada foreign countries and so on kan. So is language a problem? Itu satu. We have people coming from all over the country kan. Cara pemikiran tu berbeza, cara buat sesuatu berbeza. How is that helping you, or is it not helping you? What is the challenge? Is there any challenge in terms of how they do things and how you do things, and how to communicate?
In communication, I don't think there is barrier. They speak English and I speak English. In thinking, so far I tak jumpa that standards lagi.
Tak ada gap lah.
No gap.
Bersalah. Okay.
Yang penting as an instructor, you need to stay sharp on your information that you give, you share, so that they can respect you. For example, they leave the tank on bench unattended. Dan kita pergi, tak adalah kita jerit. Kita bagi tahu dia, okay, you don't leave your tank like this unattended. Bila kita cakap dengan dia, kita mesti ada why. If not, your tank will fall down, the valve break, tank shoot to your face. How? Who you gonna blame? So diorang faham benda tu. How to gain their respect is like that. When you teach with value and bagi diorang fikir, oh ya, betul lah.
So you must be knowledgeable lah.
Yes, stay sharp.
Okay.
Through experience, bila kita mengajar, dia bukan solely pasal the syllabus. Tell them your experience. Contoh body check kan. I didn't do my body check properly. This happened to me. So it is mandatory to do your body check properly before you enter water.
Yeah, get them to relate to what you're doing, what you're teaching. Okay.
Boleh bagi kita satu contoh tak? Your most recent obstacle that you face,
Okay.
and how do you overcome them?
Last 2 groups of open water, dia tak boleh berenang. Any sports that related with water, you need to know how to swim logically. Tapi saya sebagai seorang pengajar, dia boleh buat the skill, but then dia tak solid. Untuk saya lepaskan dia as a open water diver bagi certification, I don't want to jeopardize her safety and of course my name. Saya certify tapi dia boleh dive dengan under supervision of a dive pro. The depth you tak dapat 18 but then 12. Normally saya tak cut a student. Why? Because some of them diorang datang jauh, so they expect to get something. If you good, I definitely will certify you. I'm not expecting you to be super good, but I want to see progress during your course. And then ada problem sikit bila saya tak certify dia as a open water diver.
Oh, dia tak puas hati lah.
Dia tak puas hati. Dia kata, why nobody tell me that it's mandatory you need to know how to swim? It's on the email that you need to know how to swim and float. It's mandatory guys. Better know benda tu dulu. And then know how to snorkel so that you know how to fin your legs. She's sad, but then for the sake of her safety, biar dia sedih daripada jadi apa-apa lah. That is the challenge lah. You as an instructor confirm ada dilema yang, oh man, she's trying so hard but then cannot certify. I always think about someone's safety when you teach this kind of lesson to a person. Sebab dia akan guna pembelajaran yang kita ajar sampai bila-bila. Untuk saya, ajar benda yang biar solid lah. Kalau dia tak boleh je.
Bong, answering the age-old question that everyone has been asking. You need to know how to swim in order to be a certified open water diver. What do they need to perform in order to become a certified open water?
There are students who text me personally, nak request for my teaching. My first question I akan tanya, do you know how to swim? Can you float? Dua benda tu je. When you comfortable with water on surface and underwater, easy on the skills. Because nak belajar skill tu tak sikit. You have 24 skills you need to master. So before you enroll, please make sure you get comfortable in the water. Spend more time in the pool.
How do you test their swimming skills, their floating skill? How do you test them?
For floating in confine in a pool, you can float on your back as long as you float and calm yourself, compose on surface. On snorkeling, because scuba diving we breathe through our mouth and exhale also through our mouth, we go for a snorkeling. Itu saja before we start everything.
Divers need to snorkel in
Yes.
order to pass their open water course. They can have the options of swimming as well. Could you explain?
Okay, the prerequisite of open water is floating, 10 minutes float, and then you can choose whether you want to swim for 200 meters without fins and snorkel, and then you can go for snorkeling for 300 meters. You can go slow, no time for your swimming. Imagine that you don't know how to swim. You enroll for this course, you totally zero with your water trading, self-confidence on surface. Take a situation, okay? You on a boat. Semua diver ni nak turun ni. You have only 2 exit. Okay, kat belakang sekali, you nak back roll. Full, orang ramai, diver ramai. To make it fast, okay, boat keep on rolling, you dah pening kan ni kan. You nak kena masuk dalam air, to stay on surface so that you tak vomit. On that situation, kita nak kena get into the water and pakai equipment on surface. Macam mana you nak pakai equipment on surface if you cannot float and swim to your equipment? Before you enroll, I just want you to get comfortable on surface in the water. Spend more time in the pool, from one end to another end in the pool. Try to dive and then pergi to another end just to get comfortable in the water.
Removing your equipment and putting it back on the surface is actually a required skill in open water course. You will definitely need to be competent in that in order to pass the course.
Yes.
So it's one of the required skills that you need to do.
Yes.
And basically that skills require you to be separated from your BCD, your flotation device. You will kind of like need to know how to swim in order to do that skills. Most important thing is you need to be comfortable when you are in or on the water. That is the main purpose of knowing how to swim, is to be
Yes.
confident and comfortable.
You don't have to be a fast swimmer. You don't have to be dive for 5-6 minutes. Don't have to.
Basic water skills. Basic water skills it's needed in order to master the skills in open water and eventually get yourself certified in open water.
Dicky, maybe you can explain to the listener in what scenario where you are required to take off your BCD. Why is this skill relevant and important when it comes to open water divers?
There's a lot of instances when you will do this. Maybe you are diving off a small boat. Certain places in this world, you go out diving on an outrigger maybe, so there's not much space to put on the equipment on that particular boat. So you would pakai equipment ni dalam air. And then once you have done that, you will start with your diving. So those are one or two of the examples, but there are actually many more, right? As you come up, maybe you get entangled. Kat luar tu ada macam-macam kan, tali, boya and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes ada net. So you want to get yourself out of this situation. So you need to get your equipment off your body. Work your way out of that situation and put the equipment back on. So a lot of instances. So this is part of the reason kenapa each and every one who take up this this open water diver course will need to go through the skills and show mastery of the skills. We hope you understand the training that you have to go through, what is required in order to get yourself certified in open water.
Yeah, but Lovely's...
And what are the challenges do we as an instructor have to face to get you all up to speed, to get you all to master each skill? To do us a favor, come with swimming ability. We don't need you to be a competitive swimmer, but
Correct.
fairly competent. You know, if you can swim freestyle or breaststroke, swim 200 meters easily, comfortably, float for 10 minutes, you're sorted.
My recent student, dia panic underwater. Dia sampai first day, muscle sangat panic. Okay, fast breathing. When he finish the course, he can dive. Buoyancy, power, and then dah tak panic. He enjoy. Okay, the secret is believe in yourself, enjoy the training, commit to the training. Because before I bring you for your open water to check on your mastery, dia akan practice banyak kali kat pool. Kalau you rasa takut nak pergi lagi kat open water, we practice. Tapi commit on your skill and then always remember that your stay ada berapa lama lagi. If you long, then it's fine. If you commit, definitely will finish within 4 days.
Based on what both of you mentioned, all these skills in courses that you need to master, that you need to do competently, these skills are mainly for your safety, or your own safety when you're diving. Instructor asks you to go swimming, asks you to do this, to do that. It's not because they just want to tick the box and be done of the day. The main purpose is to keep you safety. Every time you get certified as a diver, the instructor name is written on your certificate. It's actually a very big responsibility for the instructor. If you don't get certified as a diver, there's always a reason why. Sometimes it's better to not get certified than certified. If you are not competent and the instructor certified you, basically the instructor is putting you in danger. And of course, their reputation. And being a responsible instructor, you got to make the call. Even if it's not favorable to you, to the business or whatever. The main purpose is to keep you safe. As an instructor, is to keep the students, the people that you certified, safe. Being an instructor on the island, what kind of challenges do you face living on the island in terms of the environment?
The environment, of course, there is seasons, right? During monsoon season, of course, I cannot teach. Like last season, I tried to do courses, not getting the good outcome from it. On island, there's a duration. Early season, like now, the wind is still coming in and then the water is a bit choppy. The best time for you to come on island, of course, end of April until August. Water is flat. Itu satu cabaran, which is weather. Kalau orang ramai datang, equipments. Tapi so far, equipment semua cukup untuk students and fun divers. Facilities, kalau contoh open water, ramai datang, pool penuh. I need to bring you guys to the ocean first to compare dengan T-base punya instructor, which is more flexible. But then, at the end, confine boleh buat di pool. Your open water, you need to come over. So, same thing. It's just that on time base tu, more flexible.
Logistically wise, how do you move about on the island? Do you go from places to places or usually you just stay at one place?
Daripada segi courses, saya akan buat di satu tempat je, which is kita orang punya shore. For your open water dive 3, dive 4, kita akan keluar by boat. Our boat semua besar and selesa, so I think there's no problem. Facilities, kalau tanya saya, lagi senang di island sebab you datang for one purpose je, untuk your certification. So you ada confine, you ada your open water, boleh settle semua. Macam on city base, you kena pergi pool, lepas tu nak kena set date on weekends, you nak kena pergi ke pulau, which is tiring lah, lagi penat sebenarnya.
Sekarang hanya you seorang saja kan kau dalam pulau. Your family, everyone is actually the city. How do you communicate with your family? Do they miss you when you're on the island? How is the communication and the relationship like being away from your family?
If you ask me, I'm used to
being alone.
No, don't say that lah. Being away with families, okay? Okay, every day we still contact, we FaceTime. Setiap pagi kita akan call. There's no problem actually, because nowadays tak macam dulu. Sekarang kita semua orang dah ada smartphone and then you can call, keep them update. Keluar je air, saya akan FaceTime. To know me, saya memang all the time lah FaceTime dengan diorang. Dekat semua platform ada diorang. Nowadays dah senang. If rindu sangat, boleh keluar. Ada transport to go out from island every day. Ada ferry. Nak naik Fokker, nak fly balik pun boleh. Kalau nak kata rindu tu, rindulah. Tapi still manageable.
Do you stay on the island throughout the whole season, or they are like every 3 months you work here, maybe you go back to the mainland and see your family?
2 weeks after Raya, saya akan balik. Sebab now I already have +1. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Something new.
So saya akan balik 2-3 weeks, balik chill dulu. Like last season saya tak balik. The whole season saya kat dalam pulau. Everyone here on the island, the best part is our neighbours pun macam family juga. Everyone is like a family. Walaupun di hujung kampung, dia akan ajak agak makan. Dah makan belum?
And I think that's the Asian culture. Asian
Yes.
culture.
Yes.
Very warm, very welcome. So you tak rasa asing walaupun you di tempat asing.
Outsiders pun kan, contoh orang Mak Saleh kan, local sini boleh layan dorang macam family. That is the best part of it lah. Minyak motor habis kat mana, dia nak bagi minyak dulu. Best. So
That's one of the good reason for people in the city to move to an island, a small community kan.
yes.
I sendiri pun rasa bila I kat bandar, the sense of community is not as much as here in the island. Kat bandar, everyone have their own agenda, everyone do their own things, and everything is so rushed kan. Even sometimes we live in a neighborhood, all our neighbors, we hardly talk to each other.
Exactly.
Yes.
And because
agree.
most of the time we are just either at work, commuting, back to home. We hardly see any of us other than the people that you absolutely need to interact with, like your co-workers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here on the island is memang berbeza, right? Most of the time we are outdoor.
Yeah.
And so we're going to meet a lot of our people that is all around us.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Dicky and Bong mentioned, we are like a family here on the island kan. So tak kira lah bangsa ke,
Yeah.
warna ke,
Betul.
language kan. All of us, we depend on each other. We rely on each other.
Yes.
So that's one good thing of being in a small community,
Betul.
the island.
Yeah, like me, I'm a total gaijin, outsider tau. Memang tak pernah bertapak di Tioman. Kiranya saya masuk dah terus instructor. Like others, they start from open water, lepas tu dia climb through from this place. I'm a total outsiders. There's no boundary. When they accept, dia tak ada, oh kau outsiders, tak boleh kawan dengan kau. Tak ada. Even orang yang alam flora, semua berkawan. Dia tak ada that standard. Macam in town, kita satu company, kita tak pergi duduk satu meja dengan boss. We don't. Benda tu memang tak ada. Tapi sini, yang best jadi instructor ni, kau ada reference, kau ada course director which is your boss, turun padang, mengajar sekali, mengajar juga open water. Tu yang best. Dia senang. Jadi semua orang sama level.
So the work culture in diving industry is totally different than
Than corporate.
Corporate.
There's no level on being an instructor. Semua sama je.
Do you have any plans to invite your family members over here to the island to see what you are doing, to show them what your life is like on the island?
Yes, of course. That's why I've been cleaning my room, decorating my room, right? Yes, I want them to have a more laid-back life because they've been busy working in the city. So I want them to relax, take unpaid leave, maybe chill. Tak apa, 2-3 minggu tak pergi kerja, never mind. I support first. But then I want you guys to feel the vibe, get the chill. Then you know why I'm here.
What is the one thing on the island that you want to show them the most?
Most of them been asking me, okay, what so nice about underwater world? They scared with the pressure in the ear, right? Then I said to them, okay, because you doing it not right. Okay, when you do it right, you will enjoy. Never mind, I'll bring you. I will enroll you with us. Okay, get your license. Come, let me bring you.
You're gonna enroll your whole family to an open water course.
My mom is a diver. My brother and my fiancé.
Are you gonna teach them personally, or you need some other instructor to do it for you? Because sometimes it's kind of hard to teach the people that you love the most, right?
Yes, exactly. They want me to teach them, but then I don't think I can. Depends. We see on the situation how it goes. If I feel comfortable to teach them, I will.
You won't know until you try.
Yes, right. Maybe Abang Diki will teach them.
Inshallah, we'll see.
Wow.
We have to
see?
set the time.
Yeah. I want them to experience what I experience. I want them to get my therapy as well.
You want to share the underwater world with your family.
Yes. Get into my workplace, then will you know.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I want to be like Abang Diki, definitely.
Your role model.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
pressure.
Yeah. Okay. Of course, I want to upgrade myself, be like him, develop more instructor to be like Abang Diki. Okay, because nothing is impossible. If you believe in yourself, you can do. To have a own dive center. Of course, to see my son will be my wingman throughout the days.
You want to mentor the next generation to be like Diki.
Yes.
So how do you do that?
Like I said just now, it's nothing impossible. Even a panic diver can dive. They believe in themselves, so everything is possible. It only takes time and support from everyone.
In the 5 years, you're aiming to be course director.
Not course director, but
Towards
going
that
there.
direction.
Yes. It will not stop as a MSDT, but climbing.
Diki, I think you are a role model to a lot of people. Do you have any message, any advice to Bong?
I can only pray and wish that he gets what he is hoping for. Hard work plays a big role in getting to where you want to go. Learn as much as you can. Trust the process. Get trained, be with the right mentors or be with the right people that could really guide you in achieving what your goals are. I wish you all the best. We want to see you grow. I want to see you achieve what you hope to achieve. I'm more than happy to be there to help you work hard, follow the process, trust the process, and you will definitely get there. Put a lot of
Thank you
work
so much.
into what you want to do.
Thank you so much, guys.
What is the next step do you think he should take being an instructor?
There's a lot of things that instructor need to do in order to come up to be a really good mentor, to be a really good instructor, eventually to become a course director, right? Don't stop to develop yourself. Not only diving education is important, other educations are also important, like financing, retailing, that kind of stuff. So you need to have a lot of experience in other fields as well, because that is going to make you a better instructor, better mentor. And then eventually from MSDT now, the next step is to become an IDC staff and then master instructor thereafter, eventually become a course director. And the organization gives a lot of training opportunities. They do help a lot. All you got to do is just put the effort in. You'll get there.
Thank you so much.
Bong, so your
Yes.
next step, you're going to be a IDC staff instructor. So you will be involved in IDC.
It's already started because he invited me into the room. Okay, come in. I want you to be in because I have all the facilities. We are now a CDC center, right? So IDC is all the time throughout the year, maybe 3 or 4 IDCs. So
We want to do more. So being a career development center,
yep.
you want to do more of the Dive Pro courses. There's a lot of plans for IDCs and getting people to become instructor, choose diving as their career. So
Yeah.
There's a lot of projects, there's a lot of plans that
Yes.
we have lined up for this year. We do need a lot of IDC stuff, so
Yes.
Bong could be one of them.
Oh, I mean, we definitely gonna do a lot more instructor development course. So I really hope to see myself helping Abang Diki on developing our future instructor.
What is your message to those who actually want to join the dive industry?
It's not an easy game, to be honest. Okay.
Nothing is easy.
Yeah.
Nothing in life is easy.
Okay, to teach you need patience and then you need to put yourself in their shoe. Remember how your first time is. And maybe lagi teruk. So you need to put yourself in their shoe. Ajar, be sharp and with the values. Every learning mesti ada values. Any future soon to be instructor, love your job, work wholeheartedly, be honest, enjoy your teaching job. That is the most important thing. No pressure.
Would you recommend this job for new graduates?
Yes, you can if you sharp since day one. It varies on your capabilities. But my suggestion that you don't rush on your certification. For open water, maybe you log 40 dives because it goes back to your roots. We want you to be comfortable. Comfortable on water, there's no problem on you doing skill. Your self-composure is good. Then on a dive master, you need to show a good role model to all divers. When you jump into an instructor, you know already.
Just now, Dicky did mention one thing good about this industry is that rather than going full on as a career, you can actually be a freelancer and still go back to your main job. How do people get into the dive industry gradually instead of going full on?
Let me just first go back to the questions just now when Adam was talking about would you recommend this to the new graduates, right? Similarly, when you are furthering your education, your tertiary education, you are looking for accreditation, certification that is recognized and so on. In diving, it's the same thing. What you get out of the course is really very important. So finding the correct school, correct recognition and certification, and eventually getting the correct instructor is essential to becoming a really good dive pro.
Yes.
I would really recommend to any graduates out there or even people who are considering to further their studies to consider diving as part of their career option. It does not matter if they want to do it freelance or full-time. The options is theirs. It's out there, it's available, it's open, but it's up to them whether or not they want to do it freelance or full-time. What you need to do is first put effort, put the time in getting yourself trained. So obviously you need to be a diver and then learn the ropes of becoming a dive professional. So taking up dive master course is the first step of becoming a dive pro. Slowly grow yourself. If you're working, you will take time, maybe utilize the long weekend holidays. Malaysia has got a lot of holidays, so use their long weekends, long weekends, holidays to just come to the island and log your dive, clock your guiding and whatsoever that you need to do in becoming a dive pro. And slowly take up courses that enables you to teach. There are courses right out of Dive Master in which you can take to become instructors. We can talk about that later on. If you want to know more, just contact us and we'll explain further on that one. But there are a lot of dive centers in the country, or if not worldwide, that accept dive pros to work with them as a freelancer. So you can do your studies and take up the dive pro role, or do your 9 to 5 daily job and then also do your freelance dive pro role.
Divers in this island, some of them coffee maker, a barista. When they have free time, they want to guide or they want to teach, they will get their students and they teach. Our dive master also, most of them are like that. They have other business. If they feel like diving or they feel like teaching to get extra, they will do it.
My late father always tell me, join the Navy and you see the world. To say at least I regretted for not joining the Navy, but this is what I chose. And with diving, I did travel and I did see the world. This is one way or an occupation that you can see the world and travel the world and meet people and do things, experience the world.
There are people that we know that travel and work at the same time. It's something that they can put into their toolbox as a mean to travel more and work and earn money at the same time. So it's something that is very useful. And apart from that, as I know, some universities actually require their graduates be a dive master or an instructor. It gives credits for their degree. We do have people who comes to the dive center, take up courses just because it's needed to get their degree. It's not only as a career choice, it's actually something that is a tool for you to develop, become better in your career.
Like one of our IDC candidate, if I'm not mistaken, his college require him to be a dive master only. He got hooked.
Yes.
He chose to be instructor and now he's here doing his IDC with Abang Diki.
There was one that prerequisite for him to fulfill his job requirement is to be a certified instructor. So he came and he did all that he needs to do in order to become an instructor.
A career advancement opportunities.
Exactly.
Bong, do you have any message?
Wherever you go, it doesn't matter in the city or island, always find your home. As for me, I find working on island is a home. It's a feeling. When I'm here, I feel like home. I'm from Subanjaya. When I close my eyes, I feel island is my home. Okay, I feel so calm, more time spent with myself, lay back. There's no stress or things that you need to think about what you're gonna eat tomorrow. That is the most important thing. Whatever you do, always back to yourself. Because we need to do something, we need to love the thing that we do. So when we love the thing that we do, it will take care of us. You take care of your equipment will take care of you. Same goes in life. Love what you do. Never stop on progressing yourself.
Thank you so much
You're welcome, boss.
coming here to this podcast and spending time with us.
As usual, guys, we want to know more. If you have any idea or any topic that you want us to cover, please do let us know so that we can find the correct people, find those information, and put it up on this podcast.
Oh, Dicky, you know what? I think we actually like talking to people in podcasts rather than just you and me talking to each other.
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe we should invite more people to come to our podcast and share their experience about scuba diving, chat with us. We would like to learn more from a lot of the people.
We're not master in everything, so
Apa Diki
Yeah.
is.
If you would like to come to our podcast and chat with us, let us know. We will be glad to have you.
keep that message coming, keep that idea coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, I think this is the first time I mentioned that. So like, subscribe, and share.
Doing great. Doing great.
Alright, guys. Till next time. Thank you again, Bong.
Thank you, Bong.
Thank you
we
so
wish
much.
you all the very best.
Thank you again.
May you achieve every single thing that you hope to achieve.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for inviting and to put that trust on me for me to share all my experience. Thank you so much.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Till then, Tiki signing
Take
off.
care.